each one of these. So, a safe system approach. Everyone has to share responsibility. You run a light and killed someone, it's your fault for running the light. You hit a person, you have to take that responsibility. If you're running late to school, you speed. Police could be there at the block. They're never there. You blow a yield sign, you blow a stop sign, you probably deserve a ticket. They may give you a break because you're a beginning driver. Driving is a shared responsibility. I'm teaching you driver's education. I teach adults, I teach teens. I need to try to show you the best practice I can, the best way to turn the steering wheel hand over hand. Because here in the United States, the National Safety Highway Transportation System is one of our governing bodies. A lot of people around the world don't turn hand over hand. Your parents might palm the wheel. They might drive with their knee. They might drive with their leg. They might throw the wheel underhand. Everyone drives the car differently. I'm not going to say one way is better than another. But what I am going to say is you have a responsibility to have both hands on the wheel. No one's going to be the driver's ed police or the steering wheel police. But if you crash, it's your fault. And on top of this, a lot of cars have smart driving technologies. There's a black box in your car. If you crash, the police department, the State Department will pull that black box out. If you were speeding excessively and you caused a crash, you'll face more charges. If you weren't speeding excessively and still caused a crash, you'll face less charges, but you still will face charges. All cars, all smart cars have that technology. Also, when you sync your phone up, they know who's driving. They scan your call history, your call log, and other personal information. Humans are vulnerable. We're not robots, not yet anyway. So we are vulnerable to tired drivers. Let's pretend Luke is driving, just using his name. He runs a yellow light and I'm walking across. Luke hits me. I have the right of way. Luke will be charged. He deserves it. We're all vulnerable. If you are walking down the street and a car is speeding to get home and you cut across and you have your headphones on, you don't see them, you get hit and killed. We're vulnerable. I'm a driver's ed instructor. I face more opportunities to get hit and killed because I'm driving beginning drivers who mix up the gas and brake. I tell you to go, you stop. I tell you to turn in the nearest lane, you go in the wrong lane. I tell you to push the gas and merge on the expressway, you panic and hit the brake. I tell you don't squeeze the wheel, you squeeze it, and we go into the ditch. We're human. This is why I want to meet your parent, talk to them, so I get a sense of who you are. Next, humans make mistakes. We're human. We make mistakes. No one is perfect. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. Driving schools aren't perfect. Your parents aren't perfect. Humans are not perfect. That's what makes us unique and special. We are not machines. Machines do not have feelings, but in the next, it's already here, 16 to 18 to 24 months, we're going to see more smart car technology, not just in Tesla, but in other automotive manufacturers who have their own smart driving versions of lane departure, of crash avoidance, of having a camera in the dashboard. Once you start the car, a camera will look at your face, and if you nod off, the car might not start because you're in danger of crashing. It will save your life. The government will slowly mandate these things, and I'm not against government mandates as long as it's good for the common good. Okay? Next, death and serious injury is unacceptable. Unfortunately, because I'm teaching and driving 16 to 20 plus year old people, your age group dies first. What's up, Jackson? Your age group dies first. It's just a fact of life. Why, Farrah? You ran the light. You didn't see the grandma with the little poodle. You just ran her over. Luke is in a hurry to get to school. He cut across the back way of the sub. A little girl's walking across the street in the dark. He didn't see her. He hits her. Luke will go to jail for manslaughter. Just kidding, Luke. You didn't intend to hit the young lady, but you hit her. She's gone. The family wants justice, Luke. So you're going to lose your license. You're going to go to jail 6 years, 8 years, and then you'll get out with good behavior. But a young lady is gone. Hunter is driving, and he's very tired. And he's off his medications. Hunter, I'm just playing. He's off his medication. So he's kind of all over the road, all over the road, all over the road. But there's a patch of ice. Hunter is all over the road. His medication wore off. He jerks the wheel, and he flips the car into a ditch. Hunter takes another car into the ditch with him. Both cars catch on fire. Hunter was able to get himself out and the other person. Injuries and deaths are unacceptable. They do happen. Redundancy is critical. The more you see and learn real life driving situations, the better prepared you're going to be. Very few of you will drive with me at night. Your sessions are almost done. You will have a very overwhelming experience driving at night. Make sure your windshield is clean. Your windscreen is clean. If you wear glasses, make sure they're clean. Make sure your headlights are clear. Don't have the interior of your car, your dashboard, really bright, because our eyes are attracted to light sources. Safety is proactive. Example, we had a client who needed new brakes and rotors on their car. It was $970. Justice knows what I'm saying. Counting those crispy $100 bills, that's $1,000. But the car was only a 2020 or 2021, the original equipment. At one point, you're going to have to put brakes on your car, maintenance. But you as beginning drivers, you don't know what that is. Mom and Dad, my car make this weird grinding sound. I can't stop real good anymore. Oh, we'll get to it next month. Mom and Dad, I can't stop real good. My brake pedal's going to the floor. Oh, let me go out and look at it. And then your rotors are all scored up because the material on your brake pad is now gone. And when you hit your brakes, it's metal to metal. Rotors today are replaceable items that cost anywhere from $55 to $125. On my client's truck, we just replaced them. New rotors and brakes and a flex pipe. It was almost $1,000. If you don't have a job, you won't be able to take care of routine maintenance. The flex pipe is a pipe that flexes from the exhaust pipe of your manifolds to your actual exhaust system. That was $110. But we still need tires. That's going to be $700, $800. So in all, we're going to spend close to $2,500, $2,400, $2,800. That's almost a car. But for many of you, I don't have a job. Mom and Dad don't have money. Buy some used tires. That'll fit. Let's throw some brake pads on. That might work. So safety is proactive. I need you to understand this. Type what you learned into the chat. Please do that. Before we go on, type what you learned into the chat. Again, responsibility is shared. Humans are vulnerable. Humans make mistakes. Death and serious injury is unacceptable. Redundancy is critical. Safety is proactive. I'm going through some very important information. Those of you who are listening right now, I would appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up, because I'm talking about real life situations. And if you're taking the time to listen to this, you want to learn how to drive. I'm a state certified driving instructor. I teach adults, I teach teens. I'm in the Midwest. I try to give you value, POV, point of view of driving on the expressway, going through roundabouts, parking. I give you in-class vertical driver's education lessons because that's what I do. I'm trying to prepare the next generation for driving. I need all of you to type in, where are you from in the United States? Are you from the UAE? That's outside the United States. Are you from Australia? Are you from the United Kingdom? Where are you from? I'm from the Midwest. Go ahead and put in where you're from so I have a sense of who's listening to this. And I can better serve you as an instructor to see you become safe. And if this brings you value, you need to subscribe, because I'm going to give you correct information. I'm a master in my area because I'm a state certified instructor. I have tremendous amounts of resources. I teach adults and teens how to drive. Florida. Jackson, I knew you were from Florida. But I want all of you to learn how to drive, and it's really important. So this is going to be a short session. I'll come back on later. Bye.